Hey, it's Dr. Tess. Welcome to Tess MD TV. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Tess Washington, board certified physician. And on this channel, we discuss the optimization of your looks, love, wealth, and health. And tonight is going to be kind of discussing wealth. Because if you notice, the topic or the title is healthcare providers. Stop giving a about who gives a because honestly, they don't give a. You just think they do. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, if you're new, these are all new toys. I'm trying to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really get professional. So I got this camera thing, and it's all over the place. So what I'm gonna do? let me adjust this right now because I'm making myself dizzy watching myself. Stop following me. Okay, now I had it on live follow, and oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm telling you guys, it's new. Okay, first let me move my head up. There you go, bam. Look, it's the Mevo, and my camera. Normally, I am just a blur, and so I've had this camera for so long, but I was scared because I didn't know how to use it. So I did what you're supposed to do when you don't know how to use something. I put it in a drawer. But then when I moved the furniture, I saw it in a drawer. And I was like, you know what? Oh my God, what? Hold on a second. You know what? And I'm not going to edit this either because this is reality. And that's what my whole topic is about today. It's going to have to stop doing that because it's making me dizzy. Hold on a second. Let me try to. Oh, I know. Okay, now there you go. I had it on find faces. So now it's going to stop. Hopefully. Let's see how they go. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, well, thanks for joining. I see I have one guest here. So basically, the topic today is healthcare providers. Stop giving a fuck. The reason why I say that is because even if what, can you guys hear me okay? Because I also have a new microphone. And let me go to my comments and see. I don't want you. I don't want you to StreamYard. Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me okay because normally, um, one of my little friends will be here to let me know how the audio is. And I probably could check it, but I don't want to end up canceling the screen. So, but I have a new mic. Where is it? Oh, because normally I'm sitting here with the big Yeti mic, and now I'm try the wireless mic thing because I want to be able to move around. Okay, you can hear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let me just give an analogy. I like to make my point with stories. That really helps out a lot. I'm old enough to watch Martin, and I remember when Martin went broke, and he was so paranoid about it. So but he didn't want anyone to know he had gone broke. So I remember he was walking down the street. I think it was him and Gina, and there were these two old ladies, and they were talking about, yeah, Martin, he lost all his money, blah 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 blah, and he overheard them. So he went over there and he was like, "Hey, I'm Marty Ma," and he pulled his money out the pocket, and they were like, "Oh, Martin, we thought that wasn't true about you. We thought that was a rumor, blah blah blah." He said, "Yeah. I still got it." And when he walked away, they looked at each other. They said, "What is broke ass?" So what does that mean? Where did it get him by caring what anyone thought? Now let me get to the end of my story. Healthcare providers. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And we're about to come up on a mandate. If you guys could have experienced the volume, and some of you probably did, the calls that we are getting from parents concerned, and themselves, and people getting in and out the hospital, and everything. And our biggest audience is right here online, and most doctors will shy away from any kind of an online presence because number one, they don't feel comfortable, or they don't feel like they know what they're doing, or they don't like their voice, or they don't like the way they look, or they feel like they don't know what to say. We owe it to the world to just share and let them know that we are here, we're care, and we're available. If we care so much about our comfort zone to the point that we're willing to deprive the world, seriously, is it, are we that narcissistic? I will say it, right? I have made an absolute idiot out of myself on a regular basis, not on purpose. but because I really kind of don't know what I'm doing. But as we all learn in training, the best way to learn what you're doing is to jump in the swimming pool and just start kicking. And maybe you can swim, and yeah, hopefully there's a lifeguard. They see you sinking to the bottom, they won't let you drown. But it's not until you start tinkering with things that you'll realize you'll learn. Okay. Now, let me give you 10 reasons as to why your feelings of giving a blank really are not relevant. Because so if you're waiting until you really feel comfortable, that doesn't even mean you're still ready. You're ready. So you've wasted all that time. Now, one scenario is if you feel like you know, you don't know what to say, or you don't know how to go about your delivery. My worst videos have gotten the best views. So the ones that I went through, like even yesterday on TikTok, I went through 2 hours of preparing to do this little skit. And I think right now I got like a couple hundred views. Okay. And I just simply answered someone's question later on. I think it's up to 5,000 views. Okay. So if I was waiting until I thought I was ready or caring what people thought, I was wrong. Because what I thought people wanted to hear, they didn't want to hear. So, situation number one, whatever you think is preparation may not necessarily be the preparation that other people wanted you to have. That's number one. Hold on, I got to grab my pen because I wrote these down and I want to make sure I hit on all of my topics. Number two is whatever you think that people are perceiving on the other end after you think that you've gotten ready, they could be perceiving something totally different. Now, I'm going to give personal scenarios with this whole thing because for me to get to the point of making a video like this, obviously, something had to have, tipped me over. And it was this past weekend. And I'll tell you about that towards the end. Oh, if you like hearing content about optimization of your looks, love, wealth, and health, hey, please subscribe, follow, join, tie a string around your finger, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure you're here every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I think we're going to increase our presence because I no longer give up. I'm just going to produce the content. Okay, because that's what I feel like is more important, the content. Now, moving on to situation number two. I remember when I needed to hear how to use one of my gadgets, and there were not that many videos online to discuss it. Hey, Edwin, how are you? Hey, everyone. Hey, let's go ahead and let's say hi to the fam. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, Bree, thank you. Bree, let me know, guys, that I got volume, that I could be heard. I love you, Bree. Thank you so much. And hey, there's Edwin. Hey, guys, there he is, Edwin. Hey, Edwin, check this out. Look what I can do. Watch this. Watch this, Edwin. Boink. Uh huh. I got me some fancy stuff, and you see, I'm not blurry anymore, huh? Edwin, see, man, we done come a long way. This is a Mevo, guys. I'm gonna have it in the description box. I got look. This is and the reason why I got the Mevo. I'm not gonna forget what I said. I can have live stream internet to multiple platforms outside, on the roof, on the beach, or whatever. Because we're gonna leave this area. We're gonna explore. But right now, we're right here. But isn't the picture much clearer, Edwin? Edwin has seen us many times. Uh, yeah, right. Hey, check this out. Watch this. Watch this, Edwin. Watch. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see. See, look. You want to see? Okay, we'll see me real close. And then, like, see, y'all want to see the view? That's not my view, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, so and if I wasn't experimenting or playing around, I never would have found this. Okay, so but I'm gonna come back to the audio. Yeah. Hey, and listen, I ain't got my big Yeti mic. I got my All right, guys, I'm just a walking billboard. And yes, I'm an affiliate. I don't care. Yes, and I'm also gonna teach doctors how to supplement their income because I think that the best doctor is a doctor who sees patients for free. Because if you are making a living with another source of income, we didn't get into this for the money, but the insurance company is getting all the money. But I'm just saying that's why I do affiliate marketing, and that's why I want to produce content so I can walk around the hospital. I can care less what you pay me. I just want to take care of people. So back to my commercial. Yes, I'm currently using the Rode Go 2 as right here on my lapel. And I'll tell you guys about that in another video. But yeah, so that's what's up. So, but I'm going on to the second reason why you should not care what people think. If you have content that people need to hear, it don't matter what the conditions. Let me give you an example. Like I was saying before, I think I forgot one of my little gadgets. I needed to hear some instructions. And we're not gonna read. Yeah, you call the company and say, "Oh, I'm gonna send you the link for an article." Like, okay, thank you, YouTube. How to read an article? I want to see the video. I want to see how to use it. I found this one video, and the person's face wasn't on the screen, and I think that maybe it was in another country. There was a dog barking in the background. And it was wind blowing. I don't know what was going on in his house, but guess what? I watched the entire video a couple times because I didn't care, because the person had valuable content. Now, what if he had waited until he was prepared? He helped me. And by him helping me, that allowed me to deliver content to you guys. So it doesn't matter if what you have available, if you're a neurosurgeon, if you're a radiologist, if you are a pediatrician, especially if you are anything, if you are a nutritionist, if you're in healthcare, you have a message. Everyone can't get into their provider. Everyone doesn't have insurance. You'll put your disclaimer, you're not giving medical advice, but get online. Stop giving who gives a because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so that's number two. If your message is valuable, it doesn't matter what your surroundings are. Everyone will tell you, oh, hey, Mr. Hartley, there he is. There's our professional in the house. Hey, Mr. Hartley, how are you? Yeah, Mr. Hartley, I just was discussing how I no longer give a. And I'll explain what led the good doctor to this point. But thank you so much for joining. God, we got our regular lineup here, our regular family, and so glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much for joining. So that's number two. You know, if your message is a quality, no one will care what's going on in your surroundings. Number three is what you think people are perceiving. Once you gave F what they gave, you could be wrong. I'm going to start this statement out with gas money. Gas money. Gas money. You know what? I've been holding this for a long time. I've been holding this for a long time, Mr. Hartley. I'm about to tell it. Gas money. So, y'all know the good doctor works out. And I'm single, and I consider myself to be pretty well preserved, for my age or whatever. So, if someone is, attracted to you, you think that it's because you have aesthetically maintained yourself, right? Hold that thought. So I'm at one of my colleagues' co-physician's office, and a gentleman walked in, and fairly attractive, or very attractive. So we struck up conversation, and this person is currently on my TikTok channel because we did a video together. Um, the person was a personal trainer. Okay. So I'm thinking that the person was, the person voiced that they were attracted to me. So I'm thinking the person was attracted to me. I'm thinking the person was attracted to me because of the way I look and the potential that we may have as far as getting to know one another. And I'm having all these wonderful, amazing visions of a single woman who met a single man, right? Wrong. After that video that is on my TikTok channel, the person called me up that evening and asked me for gas money. Gas money. Gas money. I wish I had some B roll. gas money, which means me, if I gave a blank what someone thinks, I thought the person was speaking to me because I was attractive. They saw something in me. That wasn't it. I'm a doctor. I'm an older woman. They thought that I was a sugar mama or so in other words, their thoughts were totally different. Now, like I told you guys, I'm going to give you guys a lot of analogies based on movies. I was so offended, but you could never tell by the way I talked to them. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely makes sense. We all gotta get from point A to point B in our vehicles. Yeah, that's great." And here goes the thing: they even told me how to go about. It says you so you can just cash out. Thank you so much for the suggestion of how I can give you a 40-something-year-old adult gas money. Cash app, great idea. Gotcha. So as soon as I got off the phone with them, I waited a few minutes because I wanted to be in a calm space. And I told them, one of my friends walked in while you were here and he was very uncomfortable about our conversation. And so I think it's a good idea for us to not communicate. And I went straight, what's his name? Chris Tucker for Fridays. I said, so I think it's a good idea for you to no longer beat me, text me, call me, DM me, block. I blocked, deleted, did everything pop. I think I even washed my phone. I was so I'm just saying, if I thought, well, I'm gonna wait to go out until someone finds me attractive or until this or until that, people got their own agenda when they see you. So it doesn't matter what you think that people are thinking. People are gonna think what they want to think. So don't care. Do whatever you feel like your purpose in life is to do, because even if you think that you know what someone else is thinking, you're likely wrong. So don't wait. That's number 3. Number 4, even when you think that you're ready, you still won't be, because to have something in your head is a thought, but to put something on paper and initiate it, that's the implementation of a plan. There are some words that I have heard. I was in on a webinar a little bit earlier today with Active Campaign, and I'm gonna do another video on that. I just left Constant Contact. I've been with them since 2016, and I just started with Active Campaign. I'm super excited, and I'll definitely share that with you guys. Somebody asked me to do a gadget software video of what I play with during the day, and I was like, it's a lot, but I will, because everything that I know, Mevo, a StreamYard, my software, everything I know, I learned it from YouTube, and from the technical support. So I definitely will share it with you. But basically, you have to just get off the couch, you know, see, sitting there watching those YouTube videos, and then you watch another video, then you want to watch another video, the explaining video, then you want, they know that's YouTube has the algorithm set up like that. They're gonna keep on feeding you what they know that you want to watch. How many times have you got up first thing in the morning, like, I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video to see how to do this, and it's like 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna watch one more, and then one more. It's 10 o'clock. It's dark outside. You like, I may as well go to bed. How many times you can't watch a video, get up, implement whatever you watched, or take notes during the video. Make it active learning. Do not allow it to be passive, because you don't know what you don't know until you try to implement what you thought you knew. Got it? I know you do. Evan, what did you say? No, no, I didn't. That's a great point. Evan, I learned when I first got to California, we were in Chicago, we have a different personality. Bless our hearts. We in Chicago, we're like, I'm just gonna tell them, I'm just gonna let you know. I'm just gonna tell you. And that doesn't work. Not, and it does, but it doesn't. It all depends on what your level of anticipated achievement is. And with it being that I was becoming a doctor, That's the personality I kind of like had when I first got to Cedar Sinai, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. I was taken as condescending. I was taken at intimidating, and think of a few other negative adjectives. And that's not what my intentions were. So what I have learned is people kind of like don't want to hear bad. If you tell someone something bad, if they are not at that point of being ready to receive bad information, they're going to flip it. You just mad. You just mad because you did it. They're not going to receive it. So if I meet a random adult who does so, I don't know that guy. And guess what? My credit to him. Guess why? The reason why he felt comfortable asking me for gas money is because he has asked other women for gas money and they have given it to him. So I respect his hustle. Wrong1.com. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm quite sure that he got gas money, just not from over here. So no, Edwin, no, no. I mean, um, to each person, they will reach their point of enlightenment. Like me being here, something had to have brought me to this point, right? And I probably should have been all this equipment I got. I've had it for years. But it's not until now, after this past weekend, which I will share with you guys, that led me to make this statement. It's time for us to stop being uncomfortable, being uncomfortable. So, no, I didn't tell her. I didn't say anything to him. So that was I know I did three. Um, I don't know what the fourth one was, but anyway, it's 10 altogether. It's 10. So, but the point is, one thing that I do want to mention is this past weekend. I'll go ahead and I'll tell you guys what led to my current um, rant. Um, well, I can't think of another thing. Um, if you care what people think, like for example, I don't know if you guys have noticed, and this is one of the things that led me to be where we are right now. My followers on both TikTok and Instagram are going down. I have absolutely no idea why. And then I just thought about it. I was like, but you get videos with like 10 or 20,000 views, but your followers, because guys, it's an algorithm. It's something that we don't have any control over. And I'm just going to be honest, on my own recording, I had a period of time on Instagram long time ago. I was doing follow and follow. So some of the people who are following me, number one, they're probably bots, or number two, they don't know me because I was doing things that I thought that everyone else was doing. That's not my technique right now. I am assuming with AppSumo, and that is an amazing community. As a matter of fact, hold that thought because I'm going to tell you guys about something that I'm going to do with the Sumo links in preparation for Black Friday, which I'm really excited about. But um, basically, over the past weekend, I just realized that it was imperative for me to take all the different software I have and put forth the message. Let me tell you some of the couple of things that ran across my table that made me really feel this way. Number one, diabetes. I got an ad, I think it was like one of the magazines I'm subscribed to, and it was talking about a medication. I'm not going to say the medication. And it stated the purpose of the medication was to increase the amount of available insulin. Right? I guess that would really make sense. And then that same ad went on to discuss how if you increase the insulin dosages that you were using, in addition to this, wink, wink, wow, that would really help your sugar level to go down. And my whole thought was, how come we're not maybe talking to the patients about eating less sugar, or if you increase exercise, that decreases your amount of sugar, or grapefruit, which um, increases insulin sensitivity and decreases the glucose storage. Why are we telling now the medication works, but that made me disappointed. How come we not giving patients options? How come we not saying to patients, hey, you can take this medicine, and while you're taking this medicine and staying healthy, also do this? Because patients are not stupid, but if they don't know, and insulin is a hormone. And if we look it up right now, what does insulin do? It helps to store fat. So, what is the average reason why a person has diabetes? Because of their dietary habits and their weight. So, are we really helping? Now, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not saying go throw your insulin out the flush it down the toilet and go slap your doctor. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because everything has to be done with a plan. Like, okay, I am aware that this medication is something that I would maybe prefer not to take. But until I have been cleared by my doctor not to take it anymore, and until my labs reflect that I no longer need it, I'm going to take my medication. But we have to work with the patients. One of the things that they say all the time in NASM, we have to meet patients where they are. So I get time if I leave the hospital and if I come and do a quick YouTube video or a quick podcast. But if I don't feel comfortable or if I care, well, what if I get a thumbs down? Well, what? Look at the people who I'm not going to help. And that is something that you have to get over. There's a lump in your throat. What if you don't care? What if you get trolls? What if? But what if you also help someone? Right? So we can't care. So that's one incident. There was another medication. Oh, listen. All right. And I'm going to be very, very careful with what I say, because I don't want to be taken as to mean anything one way or another. But I did a social media post and it stated the immune system regenerates itself if we fast within about 3 days. And even if we don't fast within about 10 to 20 days. Gentlemen, I have gentlemen in the audience, Mr. Hartley and Edwin. If, no, even better, and to the ladies, if if I give you birth control pill, you can't get pregnant, right? Because your uterine lining is not able to accept fertility because of the birth control pill. And what is that birth control pill doing? It's causing a hormonal reaction, right? I mean, an endocrine reaction, right? Hormones, endocrine, right? Now, gentlemen, if you are on testosterone, no, let me give it a better one. If you have lupus or something like that, and if you're taking steroids, why do we not want you taking steroids for too long of a period of time? Because there's a negative feedback loop. And if your adrenal glands get the message, oh, she's got plenty of steroids or plenty of cortisol, she doesn't need us, let's just take a nap, right? So, and if you are going off of supplemental steroids, we taper you. We don't just crash you because that could cause problems. Now, using the situation with gentlemen, if you're taking supplemental testosterone, that's going to decrease the production of your body because your body is getting a signal. There's plenty of testosterone. He doesn't need us. So it's going to make less. With regards to the current situation, if we come up with a daily pill or something like that, what is that going to, what message is that going to send to our own immune system, right? Now, but if we, there's so many dietary things in addition to, so, I just, so, and you guys hear me stutter. Zzz, I almost sound like a rapper because you guys know I'm walking gentle like eggshells and I'm about to bounce off of that. But that is a part of what I'm saying. Who's talking to anyone? And just maybe putting a little seed or a little bird, a little thought, a little And you guys know with it being that I practice Western medicine and functional medicine and obesity medicine, I'm like, wait a minute, there's other ways, right? And so that's the reason why I just feel it is imperative that we just have a presence, not a negative agenda, just a cooperative agenda to help. Sometimes a patient just needs reassurance. Sometimes they just want to see you online and be like, it's okay, or it's not okay, or you could talk to me. Okay. What I'm saying is, we cannot care what anyone else thinks if we have good intentions, especially in this world that we live in now, because this world is hurt. I mean, gosh, like now, if we're on the phone with a customer service person, it's a competition on who gonna hang up on who. I was on the phone. I forgot. I was getting something, and the girl was, I understand how you feel, because I was complaining, and and the girl was like, well, I understand, ma'am, how that feels, and I'm sure. I said, no, but it was. I was about to say it was a company. I remember the name of the company, and I said, but I just don't understand, and how is that fair? And she said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, ma'am. Please hold. Let me check into that situation, right? And she didn't push the hold. And she said, her friend, I don't know why this some bleeps and bleeps. And I said, young lady, I can hear you. She hung up on me. And that was my first experience of post-pandemic customer service. So now it's almost expected for people to hang up on you or give you wrong information. They don't feel like turning on their computer, getting out of bed. They say, oh, okay, hold on a minute. Okay, after looking at your file, they didn't look at your file, right? So what I'm saying is that the world is just uncomfortable. And I wish I could just give the world a big hug, because everyone's just so confused. Everyone is just so, what direction, what, right, wrong, and so, like my grandmother used to say, when times are as they are now, we need to be still. Just stop and be still. So even if someone did feel a negative way towards you or what you're trying to do, or if they gave you a thumbs down, is it really you, or is it something that's going on in their world? Right? So that's another reason why you shouldn't give a blank if anyone gives a blank, because you don't know where they're at. They probably are right on the verge of crying, or they're hurt, or they lost a loved one. And so you can't care what anyone else thinks. You can't, because on your day of not being here anymore, what are they going to say at your funeral? Well, he had a lot of potential, but he never got around to doing anything because he felt like he wasn't ready yet, and he was waiting for the publication, he was waiting for the book, and he never got the right equipment. Is that what you want people to say? Because even after I'm not here anymore, this video is still going to be here. And that goes to, I forgot what number I'm on, but people do care and they do give up. And guess when they show it? After you're gone. Look at any person right now who has deceased. They've used and went to the millions, or who has written a book. Look at the record sales. The minute that they were announced dead, their sales went up. So guess what? While you're um, giving an F that no one else, they do give a blank. If you don't believe me, wait till you die. You'll see. So if you are relevant, you are relevant. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. So, and I have a couple more, but I want to make sure I acknowledge everyone. Hey, yes, right. And like I'm gonna tell you, it's something that brought me here this weekend, because Edwin and those guys, they know they've been here with me, and they know I'm normally kind of like, copacetic, but it's something that brought me to this point. One of the things was something I mentioned earlier, and but before I even go on to that, there's a YouTuber who I have been watching for a long time, and her name is Tasha K. And I remember when she first started, and I saw her grow and I saw her grow. And there was a time when she actually was taking people under her wing. And I was like, I ain't gonna let her talk about me 'cause she's rough. But this woman, at least from what I perceive, has never given a blank. And now she's almost at 1 million subscribers. She has a an app. She's doing podcasts, and she and the woman is winning. And I've seen so many situations where people have said blah blah blah, but she didn't care, and she is successful. I think that when we care about what some now don't be, but if you don't be, disruption works. Now I'm saying don't be negative. Don't be like a bad guy. Don't be a criminal. Like I don't care. I'm going to rob this bank anyway. No, no, no. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying if you have a positive something that you could contribute to the uncomfortable current circumstances, stop caring. As a matter of fact, get out there and do a horrible job. Do you guys know why MC Hammer went broke? Does anyone know why MC Hammer went broke? Tell me. Tell me. Mr. Hartley, tell me why MC Hammer went broke. The reason why MC Hammer went broke is because his first album was number one. Now, where are you going to go from there? Right? So he had to compete against, so that meant that anything else that he made looked subpar because he came out so hard. He came out so strong. But if you come out like we did, Edwin, with blurry cameras and bad mic, you have nowhere to go but up. So it doesn't matter. So you could even come out and watch your own growth. I look at some of my videos and I was like, oh my God, I had to speed up my own speech because I was talking too slow. I had to take it from normal to 1.25. I was talking like, hello, everything. I was like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, get to the point to myself. Okay. So we all are going to improve. If you're a parent for multiple times, you were horrible the first time, but you got better. Okay, so start somewhere. Just start. Just start somewhere. Now, also, I got Podbean, and I haven't done a podcast yet. And I, for the first time, went through all these gadgets because I would come home from the hospital, and then I would have these eureka moments. I would buy software, and then I would have to go back to the hospital, and I would forget I bought it, and then sometimes I bought stuff twice, forgetting I bought it, and then finally I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna just write down all the things I had, guys. I got a lot of I got a lot of stuff accidentally. And then I said, look, I'm not buying anything else. I'm going to sit down, and I use ClickUp. I use ClickUp for my organization. So I was like, I'm going to organize everything. And then after I organize everything, I'm going to make sure I implement and use everything and not buy anything else. And as I was going through all of my stuff, I realized I have podcast software. I've never used it. So I reached out to him. I was honest. I was like, hey, look, I got the software. I've never used it. Could we start the trial all over again? And so and they responded. They responded right away. Okay. And you know, another thing, if you think that you are not prepared, talk to these people. I feel like I personally look, I got help. Let me tell you the places that my help are from. From me admitting, look, I'm a doc, kind of middle age. I don't have any young techie kids, but I got a following, and I kind of want to talk to my people. Can you help me? Man, these kids help out, man. They're smart. This generation, they're giving. They're giving, especially if they feel like your cause is something they believe in, and they don't really want to take a pill, or they don't really want to. They believe in natural medicine, so they believe in what I do. So just to give you so I have software help from Australia. That's Bonjoro. I have help from India. That is which software was that? Filmora. I'm actually even in the Filmora content creator club. Okay. So not only will they help you, they'll train you. Um, I have help from the Philippines. That is, which software was that? Jotform or so basically, I have a whole team of people who are around me who I'll never meet, but that are helpers. So once you start tinkering with this stuff, what Jarvis? I mean, and once you chat, you got to keep in mind these kids are smart, so they don't need those chat people, but you do. They're there and they want to help you. So anything that you want to do, if it's podcasting, if it's content creation, as far as videography, fiber, I use fiber all the time. uh, $5, like today. I'm gonna throw together some kind of a BS logo and shoot it over to my guy in Fiverr. He's about 9 hours off. Yeah, have it ready. I'll post a video. It'll look amazing. Okay, bam, bam. Yeah, my intro for my podcast. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I don't know how to put together a podcast intro. I'll get it done through Fiverr, right? So I'm just saying that there is help available for you. What else have I all of my sponsor deals are basically through social media, and these sponsors are different. These brand they look you up. I just got one for uh, a nootropic, and I was reading the email, and I was like, "Pff, this is a just a a spam." No, they were like, "We watched your channel, and da 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 da." Da, they're watching you. They're watching you, and you can be in a different position than you think, but you can't be if you still trying to get ready. And so I contacted them back. I was like, hey, yeah, you know, sound works for me. I talked to the public relations office today with Sephora. Brett, Edwin, you know about that. And because I told them I want to bring my followers on a field trip because we have Skin Day Wednesday, they communicated with me. Okay, so I'm saying that I never would have got these opportunities of communication if I was still waiting to get ready. Um, I think that there was maybe one more. So, what led me to where I am right now? I want to tell you what led me to where I am right now. As you guys know, I have been off because of that abscess. And the whole time I was at the hospital, I was like, if only I had enough time to just, you know, use all of my equipment and get online and get my message out. I've been off in the hospital right now for 3 months. I finally realized it wasn't the lack of time. There was so much. When those kids get on YouTube and make them 8-minute videos, and if they include the phrase, all you got to do, it took them about 8 years before they made that 8-minute video. It ain't no all you got to do. There's a lot behind all you got to. This camera, Mevo, I think it took me 2 days. Last night, when I was trying to transfer the mailing list from Constant Contact to Active Campaign, I think that took, what, I think it started like about 6 p.m. It was daylight when I finally got the mailing list transferred. And now I still got to send an email. I mean, for the newsletter. I'm like, oh my, it took me so long to get the mailing list transferred. I was like, okay, are we done yet? No, now you got to write the news. So there is no, oh, you got to. So once I got off from work, I realized, oh my God, there's more to this than I thought. So the entire time, I have spent like literally every single day just to do what was necessary for me to get in front of you guys. So that's one thing that I realized that led me to the point that we are now. But the other thing, I had a certain amount of money that was supposed to last me to maintain myself while I was doing all this because I'm not charging anyone anything for anything that I'm doing. And once I got close to running out of money, That's when I said, there are people who have less knowledge. I think there was an ad that just came out and it showed Rihanna, Jay-Z, um, what's his name? Kanye, and um, what's his name? 50 Cent. And it said, none of these people have college degrees. None of these people come from a trust fund. And all of these people are billionaires. There's no more excuses. There's no more, I came from nothing, so, or I don't have a degree, so, or I'm sick, so. There are no more excuses. So once I started to see that my funds were depleted, I was like, you're a doctor and you got all these different things going on and you're not making the money that you should. So that's when I was like, it's time for me to really buckle down and I want to supplement my income. I want to supplement my income entirely so that I can be home full time with my mom. So that is why I am launching a course on AppSumo. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never like launched a course before, but they got this thing going on where if you submit some software, and if you guys want to, Mr. Harley, you probably should consider it if that's something you want to do. Um, and just submit it by November 17th, and they're giving away $1 million. Not to you, but I'm just saying, like, I think they're giving away like $1,000 or 200. But just like that situation I had with Phil Mora, it's not even a matter of the money. It's a matter of the opportunity. Because AppSumo, once you get into their network, I think that there was one guy who put a digital product on their software. I think that the guy said that he made $30,000 the first month. And it was like a ebook or something like that because of the number of people who are Sumalings. So collaboration is imperative. Like me, I'm going to have to start collaborating with other YouTubers. I'm scared. I told you guys I wanted to reach out to Tasha K. Yeah, scared. Um, like the lead attorney, scared. Uh, Sean Connolly, not Sean, yeah, I think it's Sean Connolly, scared. Robert Blake, scared. Um, so I'm gonna have to overcome that fear because these people have done. So in order for me to get to where I want to go, so that my message is, what doctor do I want to like? There are a few doctors that I highly respect, and then their message is very sharp, and they've been on YouTube for a while, but they are go-tos. And I want to be one of those doctors, and I'm not right now, but I'm going to keep trying. The final thing that I wanted to say was, I care in your success. I want you to be successful. And so I put myself out here like the sacrificial lamb, and I simply say, stop caring. Stop caring what anyone thinks. I think you're amazing. And I'm quite sure that, oh, your family is not going to understand. So don't look for that support. It's not that they don't love you, it's not that they don't believe in you, but they have no idea what you are doing. It makes no sense. If you are not sliding down a dinosaur pole with your lunch pail and you got two 15-minute breaks and a 1 hour lunch and you're in the union and they don't understand. They do not understand this entrepreneur. Why don't you just go to work? Don't you want a pension? Well, in my opinion, my affiliate links via residual income is my pension, right? But they don't see it like that. So don't expect support from your family. They're going to love you unconditionally, but they're not going to understand. Journal. I got to the point I had nobody to talk to. Period. I even had one of my friends tell me, "Why don't you get some real friends?" I said, "I do have no, not the social, not the friends, people who you can reach out and touch." And so, and I think that that was a way of saying we don't want to hear it. We don't care. So then I got to the point that I realized no one wanted to hear what I had to say. So that was the best point I could have got to, because once I got to the point that I realized no one wanted to hear what I had to say, that's when I was like, well, I'm gonna stop saying it, and I'm gonna start writing it. So now I journal. Let me show you. I don't know if you guys. Oh, wait a minute. You guys could probably see it because I got this fancy smancy toy. Let me see. Hold on a second. No, I still gotta learn how to use my toys. Let me see. Okay, okay. Well, there you go, right there. So I have this diary, and it's called Day One, and these are all the different folders that I use. And just to give you an idea of what some of the folders are, some of the folders are like, for example, um, let me see, my journal, YouTube, affiliates, ClickFunnels, which I'm not with them anymore, fitness, um, then all of my different domains, cure diabetes forever, motivation, marketing, if I could see some marketing tips, links, positive quotes, QuickBooks, Instagram, what's up with your hair. So, and then if I think of something in these areas, then I just, oh, Amazon influencer, gear and equipment, and then I just go to it, and I just hit the little tab thing, and then I just start speaking. Today I actually was doing a video on blah 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 blah, and it types out, the words are there, and then you could pull it off and make it a book. So now when I get a thought that, maybe I'm a little hurt, or I feel a little discouraged, well, I already know I ain't got nobody to talk to, because no one really kind of like wants to hear it. So I talk to my journal. And what I think I've realized is, if you just get it out, you don't have to necessarily get it out on your best friend, or you just need to get it out because you feel better. It's like passing gas. No, well, yes, but when you just, oh, I feel so much better. I mean, it's kind of rude. I mean, the people in the room are like, "Did you have eggs?" But you feel better. So if you just get it out, you feel better. So now that I know I'm kind of like in a lighthouse, because everyone thinks I'm just nuts, I just journal and I feel better. And there's so many helpful resources. I found also something else in Facebook. It's incredible. I was like, oh my, and it's free. So I could just go on and on, but let me see. Oh my God. Oh, you are so sweet. You are so sweet, Mr. Hartley. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I didn't know that. I don't know what your upbringings are, guys. I'm meeting you all, but I did not know these things. I did not know that you think, well, I can't wait, man, and then it's almost like you pissed them off. And you're like, but it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Sometimes there may be some jealousy, because they may have had dreams and couldn't reach them and you did. We don't know. That's why you can't give up, because you don't know where that energy is coming from. And like, so, something happened with me and my mom. And honestly that's what really pushed me. And I said, you know what? In order for me to take care of my mom the way I want to, I gotta stop giving a blank. I got to post. If you're supposed to post an IGTV live twice a week, post it. And what I love, and AppSumo is very helpful, because like, make your content shareable. Do this. So I could, we could go into all kinds of different, situations. But guys, I'm telling you, these kids know. So what I'm noticing, you as far as help online, you got, and I call them kids because they probably all are young enough to be my kids. Okay, so um, but you got two groups. What I'm seeing, you got one group that they take their shirt off, give it to you. They pants, they shoes, regurgitate their food, get it to you. They are giving. They don't care. There's one, see you do well. They don't care. I could go down the list. I can name what. with NASM. The guy, he runs a channel. It's called sorta fitness. This guy, every video he does, there's a worksheet, and these are like not just these are worksheets that are like, oh my god. And then you have another group. If they tell you anything, it's take my master class, master class. It's only 1,400. They're just infomercials. So what their video is about, it really is not telling you anything, because the main purpose of the video is to get you to buy a course. So there's definitely two groups of kids online. And currently, I feel like I'm aligned with the nice kids because they're really helping me out a lot. So be careful, who you watch, and also to make sure that you don't go on a YouTube tangent. I take a picture of the video that I watch and I put it in one of those journals I just showed you, and then I take notes. And if you got to take notes on 20 videos, or if you take notes on 3 videos and then you implement, how many videos you gonna watch? All right. So don't, your time is your most valuable asset. Don't waste it. Okay. So learn, implement, use, have questions. So, that's pretty much about it. Uh oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that so many times. My mother has Alzheimer's, and guys, it almost chokes me up because like some of the things she say, I know she doesn't mean, but they kind of hurt sometimes. But I started seeing a counselor because I was having problems. Because it's almost like you want to respond the way that you normally would if someone said that to you, but you can't because you understand they don't really understand what they're saying, which is another reason why it's so imperative. I had a program director when I was in residency, and he said to me, you think that you're going to be able to be there? Because my father was sick a lot when I was in my residency. He said, you think you're going to be able to be there when your father takes his last breath? And the way he said it, that pissed us. And when he said that, that's when I vowed to be there when my parents take their. So, yes, because where is it written that just because I want to practice medicine, or just because I want to help people, or just because I want to save lives, the only place I can do it is at a hospital or a clinic? I'm waiting. Send it to me. Put it in the DM. I'll read it. It doesn't exist. What we are doing now is disruptive. But I have proven to myself through affiliate links, through content creation, digital downloadable content, through virtual medicine, through courses, I can have a doctor's income with my mother in the next room, period. But I cannot give up what people think, because if I do, I won't have any of it, because I will never be comfortable enough to get a thumbs down, or to get a negative comment, or to get a troll. Because even when we think, and then also what? I mean, like Cardi B, the prime example. How did she get to where she is? Millions of people loved her and they followed her. But as soon as she got successful, they said negative. So even even if you give a F and people do like you, a drop of a dime, they won't like you no more. And then not only will they not like you anymore, they will cancel you. Okay? So we're so busy caring about what people think. But I think, what do you really think that Ice Cube cares about not getting the check from that movie? He could probably die, come back, die, come back, die, come back, die, come back, and still have money in the bank. If you are a doctor and if you're working at a hospital, do you write your own check? Or can they have a review committee meeting or you piss off some nurse, next thing you know, you ain't got no job. And I do have a video on that. Are doctors rich or are we wealthy? I am clueless about EFTs. I need to learn. I accidentally put some money in Bitcoin and I was like, oh my God. Okay. But we need to know more about this. I think I shared with you, there's some words that I learned for the first time. I'm telling you, the first time. Uh, Best practices, systems, workflow, automation, conditional logic. It was another one. Triggers. And oh my God, I hate Zapier. Oh my God, I hate Zapier because I don't understand it. So, but when I was in the webinar earlier today with Active Campaign, and they kept saying all those segments, tags. I typed in the text. I said, "Would y'all stop using profanity?" And they just laughed at me. But they sent me so many videos to help, and I just admit I said, I don't understand that. I don't. And then they, well, use automate.io, and then with all the AI. This is incredible. I mean, you don't even have to know how to produce content anymore. We just had something that they sold in AppSumo as far as making videos. Check this out. It All you gotta do is make the video. Just get in front of the camera and then put it with the software. Listen to this. The software will do subtitles, edit, do background music, and just it's and then if you don't know what to say, you get Jarvis or another. The AI, I think Elon Musk. So I did the research. Let me tell you, the AI, it was started with Elon. I forgot what it was called. I wrote it down in one of my journals, but because of Elon Musk making this, um, there's so much that's coming off of it. And it's AI to allow you to have an assistant to do videos for you, to do um, to think for you, to write. And I didn't go on Jarvis for like about a month, and I went on Jarvis because I needed to write the bio, the intro, because I just updated the Facebook page. I put in my version. I put it in Jarvis because there's a template for you to write it better. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I use that one. Jarvis is smart. AI is smarter than us. Don't get left behind. So we need to take this technology and once again incorporate it in your positive purpose. How can you take that technology that those kids are using to drop ship on Amazon and help in medicine? And the only way that you can learn how to be comfortable doing that is to not give a blank what people think. The end, if I had a mic, I would drop it. I swear to God, I would, because I'm finished and I'm through. Period. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. Wealth should, wealth should not be determined by what is or is not in one's bank account. Rather, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I gotta tell you guys, I went through a financial growth. I think that the worst thing that could happen here, check this out. This is my last point. When you come from nothing, listen to this, guys. Listen, when you come from no, oh, if you're watching, because I'm not gonna edit this. This is riding out. This is riding out. Okay, I may cut it up later on into smaller segments, but you know how to take it down. And I'm not gonna do all that because this is just the truth. Okay, I'm just free flowing, and we're gonna do it like it is. I think that one of the worst things that could happen for people who come from nothing and have a dream is the fact that you come from nothing and have a dream. Hold that thought because you're so busy thinking, trying to climb and trying to get to where you want to get to. Like, of course, I'm speaking in regards to myself, but anyone, if you're rich and you're trying to become an actress or a model, and you are so distracted by, man, I got to get to this, I got to get to this point, I got to get to this point, I got to get to this point, that You don't even realize when you get to that point, it's a whole nother set of things that you didn't expect. That doesn't mean anything negative. Who told you life was going to be easy? Or when you got to that point, it was just the movie, the credits was going to start to roll. And who told you that? Who told you? Nobody. It's always going to be hard. But with age, you're supposed to gain the wisdom so that the more difficult things get, you have the ability to tolerate it. Your skin has gotten thicker. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm depressed, I need a pill. Because every time I try to do something, no, that's not what it means. Okay? Every setback is a setup for success. Every last one. Every last one. So when you come from nothing, and that happened with me. I came from absolutely nothing. I think I told you guys the story. Man, we had so many roaches, I didn't even know you're supposed to kill them. I thought they came with the building. Well, they did come with the building, obviously. But yeah, I was the girl that got chased home from school because my clothes was dirty, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to tell that story because it's irrelevant, right? But I thought that once I got to a certain point, and I got all those things. I had the husband, I had the Beverly Hills office, blah, 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 blah. And then when that stuff started to fall apart, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on, people. Maintain your places. No, no, no. It's supposed to be perfect. Come, 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 come. Didn't you get the script? Nobody got it. Nobody. My mother got Alzheimer's. That wasn't in the script. I got divorced. I had to close my practice because it was in the atrium. They still wanted me to pay $5,000 a month, even though. So I said, okay. So literally, guys, I am working with an entirely different and whole new script than I planned. Now, can I go? Can I get a refund? Hello, God. Yes, I like to get some money back because I had things written down, and I was supposed to at this point. No, I'm not gonna get no refund, but I am gonna get opportunity. The chance to try again, man. As long as I'm breathing, man. I wake up. I wake up in the morning, pinch myself. Okay, all right, I'm still here. Let me try again, and you just keep trying. You just keep trying. So I say that it's the biggest deprivation for people who come from nothing that want something because we expect that would be you came from nothing, you worked so hard, you studied, and you did this, and you didn't go out and hang out with your friends. You don't nobody owe you nothing. No one owes you anything. No one. So have realistic expectations. Ain't nobody gotta watch my videos. Do you know how many people are on YouTube? Do you know what their selection is? Do you know how aggressive this algorithm is? I don't make these videos and then I look all day and all day and all day. Like I told you guys, when I'm dead, they'll be viral. Yeah, I make them because for my three people, for Mr. Hartley, for Bree, for Edwin, for I make them for you. I make them for you. And I make them because I feel like I have good intentions and I feel like I have a positive message and I feel like I'm not here to bring any harm. So I share. I share what I know. And who knows? Maybe one day someone may watch them. So don't feel like anyone owes you anything, guys. They don't. No one does. But that's okay because you are still greatly appreciated. You're still, leave a positive legacy. Leave a positive legacy. Why were you here? What did you do? And yeah, I don't have any children. So it's not like I could leave a junior. And guess what, guys? If we looked at our point of significance, if I died right now, guess what? That fan is still going to be rotating. This internet is still going to be going. So a lot of times we think that our position on life is much more valuable than it is. Make good use of the time that you're here and just be a good person. And ultimately, do not give a what anyone thinks. So that's that. I'm done. I'm through. I couldn't even talk anymore if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm on a rant. Yeah. Yes, always, always. Definitely, definitely. Hey guys, did you enjoy this content? If you did, please, please, please push the like button, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Like I said, usually Mr. Hartley and those guys, they'll tell you, I usually take it down, remake it, cut it up. I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. I think I'm just gonna write it out. I don't know who I might. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm glad that you were here tonight. And it's been a ball. It's definitely been a ball. Let me see. To thine own self be true. Peace, love, and only true happiness. Thank you for the live stream. Oh, thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much. I enjoyed your presence. Thank you. You know, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I may put some of the techie stuff over on the White Copreneur. I'm letting you know because I do want to niche the channels. But if I do, I'll let you guys know. And I'll do some reviews on this channel. But how was this focused towards wealth? Because once you no longer care what anyone thinks, you'll take more chances, you'll get more opportunities, and it will increase your wealth. That's why I like tying it in, right? I like putting a bow around it at the end. Yeah. All right. Okay. Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. You know what? Let's bounce. Thank you so much for joining me on Test MD TV. We will definitely be here every single Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, but every now and then, who knows? I just may go live other times throughout the week. All right, Mr. Harley, I'm going to try to do my exit here. Let's see how it goes.